Okay, pleasantly surprised. It's my hospital day and I just had to come out of a store. My crazy hair and my mask. And I saw many masks, which makes me happy. Not because I want to squelch anyone's right to do whatever they want, I guess. But we don't live in a world where we do whatever we want. We live in a world where we try to use rationale and some laws and rules. So here's my analogy. I've said this before. I have many young patients, very educated, some not educated, it doesn't matter. Sensible people, one would think, who will say things like, I will be devastated if I have chlamydia. To which I respond, okay, then let's use condoms. Oh, but condoms are gross and annoying. Okay, how about abstinence? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, let's face it, I don't really say abstinence because I don't think that's realistic for many of these patients, right? That said, do you see my point? You have to follow a line of reasoning. I don't want chlamydia. I would freak out from chlamydia. Therefore, I should use condoms or abstain from sex or guarantee that I'm having sex with a monogamous person. Any of these things will make sense. Or what even makes sense to me is I'm okay with the risk of chlamydia. I'm gonna check myself frequently, like every 6 to 12 weeks, so that I don't have asymptomatic chlamydia. And I'm not gonna freak out and be devastated if and when I get it because I'm choosing not to use condoms and to potentially be non-monogamous. These are all wise choices in my opinion, meaning not all choices I would take, but choices that make sense because they follow a, again, sensible line of reasoning. If we extrapolate this to the COVID, what makes sense to me is either I'm going to get vaccinated because that will significantly decrease my risk of getting COVID, including many of the variants it seems, and or if I get it, I will not get severe disease. That's one line of reasoning. I'll still wear my mask because there are variants that we don't know. I don't even want to get a variant, and there are unvaccinated individuals out there through whom I might get something or give something. One line of reasoning. Second line of reasoning. I don't want to get COVID, but I don't want the vaccine because I don't think there's enough data. Again, not what I agree with, but I understand it. Therefore, I'm going to take measures like wearing my mask and not being out in very public, congested places, including airlines, trips, things like that. Or I don't think I'm going to get COVID. I'm not going to be devastated by COVID. I accept that I might get it. I don't want to be infringed upon with my freedoms. I'm going to walk around without a mask. I'm going to travel as much as I want. And I'm going to accept the risk of COVID. Again, all three of these, to me, sensible. Not all three choices I would make, but all three sensible. Nonsensible to me, much like chlamydia, is I'll be devastated if I find I have COVID because I'm pregnant and I'm really stressed, but I didn't get vaccinated. I'm not wearing my mask in public, and I'm going on vacations in congested places, or I'm continuing to work in a congested space where we don't wear a mask. We're going to stores. This to me does not make sense. It doesn't seem sensible. So I invite you all to just use judgment that you follow through. If you are one who would be devastated by COVID, I get it. Protect yourself. If you would be one who doesn't believe in the vaccine, I don't really get it, but I get it. Don't get the vaccine, but protect yourself in other ways. But to continue to not get vaccinated, not mask, not avoid public spaces, and be devastated by the thought of COVID seems incongruent with reality, much like my chlamydia analysis. Okay, that's all I have to say.